Okay, here's one for the I never knew I would need it category, and that is an HDMI capture card. I want to be able to capture the BIOS settings that I check on my Linux machine, but I won't be able to do that with OBS Studio, so I need an HDMI capture card. Did a little Googling, little research, talked to friends who do this. Sounded like this Elgato 4K-S is going to be more than enough for what I need. It'll be able to do 4K plus 1080p plus 30 frames per second plus 60 frames per second. A little pass through so that I can plug another monitor into it and capture it while watching it at the same time if I want. Not sure I'll ever need that, but anyway, this looks like it'll give me what I need. So let's rip into the box. That didn't work so well. There we go. Wow. There we go. I think this device is going to have the cords right in the box too, which is what I want. Since the HDMI cable I have attached to the machine right now is wired in with a bunch of other stuff, and I don't want to take all that back apart. There's the box. A quick little setup guide here. Plug your USB-C into the laptop, your HDMI cable into your in, and if you want to pass through to your monitor, plug another HDMI cable into the out, and then you'll be able to capture stuff right on your other machine. Little booklet. Always have little booklets. This is the actual device, very small. There's your HDMI in, HDMI out, USB-C. All right. And it looks like you have a I'm not sure what that jack is. That looks like either for headphones or for a mic input, one or the other, or maybe both, headphones and a mic input. Again, for gamers, which I'm not. So that's that. Excellent. What else? Yes. Here are my cables. I have my HDMI. It's a braided cable, which is nice. And I have my USB-C cable, also braided, which is nice. Excellent. Well, there you go. The Elgato 4K-S. Let's set it up and take a look at some BIOS settings. Alrighty, I have the Elgato 4K-S plugged in and set up. Right now the USB-C is running down on my Linux workstation, which is under the desk. The input into the 4K-S is on the right here. It's a Raspberry Pi that's currently running Fedora server. And as I pull back, you can see the screen is displaying OBS Studio. And you can also see that the source is the Elgato 4K-S, and you can see that I'm displaying the Raspberry Pi Fedora terminal window. So all works as advertised, which is awesome. I'm just going to hit shut down just to show you that it's a live functioning video source. And while that reboots, I'm going to just pull back and show you my full setup. So you can see I got a MacBook Pro, at least right now, on the left. I've got a Windows laptop on the right. I've got a Raspberry Pi in the middle, and below the desktop under or under the desk, I have my new Linux desktop PC. I have my Bluetooth keyboard and mouse on the desk. I still have the wired keyboard and mouse as well because Fedora on the desktop Linux workstation is not recognizing my mouse right now. So that's one of the paper cuts I ran into with Fedora. So stay tuned. A future video, I might actually take a look at Debian versus Fedora just to see if I run into a few less irritations when trying to get that set up and configured. But just to finish up here, you can see that my Pi is rebooting and the screen is being displayed. Everything is working just great with the 4KS. One note on the 4KS, it's plugged in now. It's working with the Raspberry Pi and the Linux workstation. There's no Windows or Mac interfacing with it right now, so it works just fine. But if you ever want to update the firmware on the 4KS, I don't believe there are any drivers for Linux for the 4KS from Elgato, so you may end up having to plug it into a Windows machine or a Mac in order to upgrade firmware on it. But other than that, as far as pass-through of HDMI and capturing video via USB-C, it works great. All right, that's it. Hope you liked it. Let me know in the comments if this is helpful and or if there's anything else you'd like to see as I capture more of these videos on my journey to move from the Mac to Linux for my everyday driver machine.